One grew up on the territory feel.
And what you gonna do?
The larger-than-life icons.
Oh, yeah! Woo! The best there is, the best there was!
And the foundation of the business.
The other came in during a new era.
Now, both worlds meet in one place. Breaking down Raw, SmackDown, premium live events, legends, hot takes, and everything in between.
Oh, it's true!
This is the 8301 Wrestling Podcast, the perfect address for wrestling talk.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 8301 Podcast, the best address for all your WWE news and reviews. I'm your host, Marcus Brown.
This your boy, Chris Long.
And you know how we do it. So Monday Night Raw just ended. It's June 29th. They were at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Big up to Jersey. I was born and raised right there in Long Branch, right? Just a little bit up the turnpike from Atlantic City, so that's cool. So tonight was you said it was a pretty good show.
I mean, like, it had its parts. It had its moments.
It wasn't completely boring. It just, I don't know. I feel like WWE's kind of lost that aura of like must-watch television,
especially for, like a first episode after a pay-per-view.
Right. This is supposed to be like the fallout of Night of Champions, and really, it kind of made me feel like the King of the Ring, just the King of the Ring, not the Queen, but the King of the Ring was kind of irrelevant, and it wasn't necessary. But we'll get into what happened, and y'all see why we are thought that way. As we're gonna jump right into it. So of course the show starts. You have to bring out no longer the ruler, even though a ruler and a king are the same thing. King Oba Femi opens the show, comes out, got his crown. Right before he makes his decision, you hear the music. Now, what was your first thought when Brock's music hit?
I was confused. Because I wasn't expecting that. Because, I thought he was going to either just say, hey, Roman, he's going to call out Roman or call out Sammy. I actually thought Sammy would have been on the show tonight. I mean, I thought, but, I was caught off guard. But I was caught off guard in a good way because, I wasn't expecting it. So, it was cool to see Brock come out. It was a great segment.
Brock was in a great mood.
Yeah, great mood.
Very happy to be back. He always looks like he's in great shape.
He didn't have on the pants. He had on some.
He was smart. He got tired of ripping all his clothes up,
Yeah.
And then, of course, when I heard him start running down the stuff Oba said while he was going, I knew he was going to do something to him. And then he said, talk it, get hit.
Yeah.
And I knew that was, everybody knows that saying. Paul Heyman said put it on a t-shirt, but for what? We all knew, everybody knows that saying. Brock didn't make it up.
Right.
So it's probably trademark somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I was cool with that, kicking him in the nuts and F5, just pretty much saying, watch your mouth.
Yeah.
And then Oba's like, nah, bro, I'm in your face. I'll still say, I ain't scared of
say
you.
it.
So
Yeah.
I like that. And I think Brock respected him for saying it again. Like, nah, it ain't just because you weren't here. This is how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I like that. Then, of course, the challenge is laid out for SummerSlam. And then we get Hell in a Cell, which that I'm excited for.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
But again, they keep doing this in WWE, and it bothers me. Michael Cole said, Brock Lesnar's never lost a Hell in a Cell. Okay, so why should I watch it? Like, if you're reminding me that he doesn't lose these matches, so I shouldn't care then, because that just means he's going to win.
Maybe it's a way to put over how dominant the talent was. Like, hey, he's been dominant in this match to kind of make it a bigger deal.
But we gotta stop pointing out that people can't beat somebody in something, because then it's like, oh, well, then I shouldn't watch. But then I can see the flip side. You should definitely watch it because this could be the time he loses.
Right.
But it just kind of pulls me away. It does. But I still love the segment. I thought Brock saying that he's a terrible promo, I thought was hilarious. I was like, that's what I got him for, But hey, you can talk. Kind of like pointing out like you're the new me, but you're even better.
Yeah.
So I
never thought Brock was a terrible promo.
Nah,
so,
he wasn't.
I feel like he was undercutting himself, really, especially over the last, since he's kind of became, since he's kind of become a Cowboy Brock. Yeah. He's very entertaining on the mic to me.
I wouldn't even call him Cowboy Brock anymore. He's a different, I don't know, old man Brock. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to call him old, because he's still Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
but he's not wearing the hat anymore. So I guess he's not wearing the cowboy pants.
I guess long hair Brock. I'll say that.
Okay, yeah, ponytail Brock.
Yeah.
He's Steven Seagal Brock.
Yeah.
But then we have the backstage segment with Adam Pearce, who's in the Bloodline, and Paul Heyman, you know, talking to him and congratulating him and all of that good stuff. It essentially here, before we get into what happened right after that, it's so Oba wins King of the Ring. Pretty much says, I don't care about my title shot. I want Brock. He said the title will always be there. So it's like, did he just give up the title shot? Is that why? Because I know Jay's going after. Later in the show, Jay comes out and said he's going after Sammy in the title. So it's like, then why didn't Jay just win King of the Ring? Like, what was the point?
What was the point of King of the Ring at all?
Like, it makes so Jay's going to go after the championship. Oba's going after Brock. So you should have just let Jay win the King of the Ring. He could have challenged Sammy. It made sense instead of Oba winning, not challenging for the championship, saying, it ain't going nowhere. I get it when I get it. So you didn't even need to be in the King of the Ring in the first place. What was the point?
And plus, it kind of diminishes the importance of the title because he said, you know, pretty much F the title. I'm gonna go with Brock first. Like, you know, he's more important. And then it takes away. So it means, and then you're pretty much rewarding losing because technically Jay lost. So how does he all of a sudden get a title shot to Jay? And of course he probably not. Well, I don't know. Like, you know, because you still got Cody and you still got Gunther over there that you got to worry about. No, so that's gonna probably be a whole thing.
Jay's gonna be the next champ.
Champ?
Yeah, Sammy's transitional. That was for a feel good moment, so all the Muslims could be happy. That's all that was.
You think he's gonna lose it at SummerSlam?
Yeah, that most definitely. He's a transitional champion.
But not that quick. I mean, okay, like I can feel you on the transitional part. But
Kane had the championship for one day.
Yeah, but that was
transitional. It's a transitional champion. He's not going to keep it.
Nah, that's disrespectful. We can't have him.
That's disrespectful. He got it. Congratulations. You're definitely a Hall of. I won't argue that.
But Sami then that says like that's like a here title. Like, here you go.
Yeah, now give it back. You got to have the moment. You got to cheer.
But then if you're gonna do that, like he should have won it. He should have won it back when Roman, back during the Bloodline feud. Then
because they weren't in Saudi Arabia. You got to give him that moment. He's speaking Arabic. Everybody understands it. He's with his people.
If that was the case, like he should have won it in Canada. You don't want to win it over there in the crowd.
But he's not all Canadian. He's Syrian too. So winning it over there, that's like his people.
All that, but that wasn't his.
Those are his people. That's why he was dressed like them. He's speaking Arabic. He's doing the whole thing. He's jumping in the audience. Those were his people.
Yeah, it ain't the same as Canada. Like winning up in what is it?
I don't know what part of Canada. I mean, he ain't.
Was Montreal or he's not?
He's from one of them places.
Quebec. I think he's from Quebec. But whatever it is, like he should have won it over there. If anything.
Calgary, Alberta is the only place I know about because of Brett Pittman Hart. But he's not.
Come on, man, you gotta put some more respect on his reign.
He gets one PLE.
He finna have the reign for the rest of the year.
False. Absolutely false. He better not. He better not. That's false.
He's a new character. He gonna have it past SummerSlam, man.
Jay, get ready for your title, my friend. So again, Paul Pierce. I don't even know why I just went to basketball. Adam Pearce and Paul Heyman. That's probably why I mixed their names. We're talking, and Austin Theory walks up and he's like, "Hey, Paul, I didn't even know you was here, man." Like, and Paul's like, "Well, you know now."
Yeah, I'm like, dang. So what? So
why you doing like that?
It made me think that, like, you know, okay, like the vision. Okay, is it over with or what? Because Braun wasn't on the show. Logan went there. It's just like, okay, he's like,
he got Brock back. He don't care about the division.
Yeah,
but that was cold. But he ain't had to do.
Cold-blooded,
but man. I mean, that could lead to. I was gonna say it's leading to the babyface turn. But then what happened with Maxine later? He's still kind of heelish. So, but at least they're doing something with Austin. Like, he's getting layers. But we're going to talk about him and Maxine when we get up to that far. So next we have Rey Mysterio versus Ethan Page. I mean, it's always great to see Rey.
Right.
Rey did Rey things.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan Page is, he's not making it past cuts when WrestleMania happens next year. I guarantee you.
That's a stretch.
He's not making it. He's not over it. Nobody cares.
I mean, but he's still new. He just got there. Like,
you know what? Ricky Saints just got there. I'm way more. Ricky Saints has me interested.
They kind of in the same boat. Man.
Nah, Ethan
crowd
Page,
wise, they kind of in the same boat. Well, Ricky Saints get a little bit more react
because he has the motion and the stuff he's doing, and the kids can get it. That's the thing. If you can get the kids, you can get the adults, because we have to like these guys because our kids like them. That's what really got me to Ricky Saints, because my son was doing the hand in the face and the arm pumping on the thing. Like, he does all of that with Ricky. So I'm like, cool, let me really pay attention to this guy, because I want to make sure I know who you like. And now he wants 5,000 Ricky Saints t-shirts and all this other stuff. So like, once you got something the kid can attach to, boom.
Yeah. I mean, but so since I'm a casual with NXT, was he
yes, he was huge.
Yeah, so did they run his course? Like, was it time for him to come to the main roster?
Yeah, but I mean, he was NXT North American champion, but he changed it to Canadian champion because he's Canadian. So he changed the look of the belt. Then him and Ricky Saints were tag team champions together.
Okay.
So when they got called, they got called up together, but they went to different shows. So he was big. He was over. People know who he was.
Right, but but was it his time to come up to the main roster?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, they were really hot as a tag team, but I mean, they went as far, you go as far as you can go.
Okay,
it was time to go. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a natural progression to go up to the main roster.
Do you think it's is how he's been booked, or just him as a wrestler? He's just boring. Okay.
He's just boring.
But was he born in NXT, or no. What's the difference?
No, but NXT they let him talk.
Okay.
They're not letting him talk on the main roster. Give him a microphone, then his personality shows, and then that all ego makes sense. Right now, it's just something that you hear when his entrance starts. Like, you gotta let him, which they're kind of letting him do with the Rusev thing a little bit, but not like in NXT.
Okay. I'll give it some time, because, I mean, he's only been on the main roster for a couple months.
I mean,
you saying he's not going to make the WrestleMania cuts?
I think he gets cut after WrestleMania. If he doesn't pick it up, they're going to let him go.
See, the thing about that is I'm conflicted when stuff like that happens, because it's not all on it. Like it'd be different if it was 100% his responsibility. It's not all on him to put him in that situation. True. It's the writing, it's the booking, it's a lot of factors that goes into that. So, like, he can only do so much within his power or whatever. So, for him to get released after a year, if he hasn't fully been able to fully be his full self, like, full potential, it's not really right.
I could agree.
That's the only thing that's the only thing it'll be hard for me to try to be a wrestler, because it's like you're not 100% in control of your own destiny.
Yeah, you're right. People who don't do what you do essentially put you in positions to succeed or fail. Yeah. And kind of like when you run into El Grande Americano, like, you're gonna sink or swim. You're gonna make lemonade out of them lemons, or you just gonna fail. Like, those are your options, and that sucks. But I mean, you're getting to wrestle legends. You're in there with Rusev. You're in there with Rey Mysterio, Penta, Ray Phoenix. You're wrestling all these people. So I mean, it's not like, even if you if you get cut next year, look at all the talent you were in the ring with. So I mean, that's something. But we'll see what happens. I don't want to put that in the air for Ethan Page. I don't want him to get cut. It's not what I'm saying. I know he has the ability to be successful. They just have to put him in this position to succeed.
Okay.
The next thing we saw was Danhausen. Well, Danhausen wasn't in it. It was the Judgment Day, busting up in his crib, or his little backstage area, and they stole his gift from the New York Knicks, and they made sure to leave the camera on it forever to make sure you could read it.
Yeah.
That is from the New York Knicks, and then they're like, hey, man, let's tear this place up a little bit. So it's like, cool. It wasn't funny. I don't think it was meant to be, just to let you know something funny is coming later.
Yeah.
And then we got into the Joe Hendry Austin Theory, but before that, Joe had a moment with the Street Profits.
Yeah.
That was nice. They were thanking everybody. Montez let everybody know he was sweating in that suit. And I mean, that was a nice moment. But I mean, they're 6-time tag team champions. This isn't like their first championship.
Right.
So wasn't necessary. I enjoyed Joe's song, bars. Austin comes out, gets angry, has like a 15-second match, it felt like, and loses horribly to Joe Hendry, who I don't get it. His character's kind of lame to me. I don't know. I don't like it.
What don't you like about it?
It's so stupid. It's just stupid. And the thing is, it's not terrible. I like this. I like his song. You know, he can wrestle. I'm not a fan of the gear. You know, I got to think about that. If you don't put no effort in your gear, I don't really like you. But the turnaround, he's original, but it's just the singing is The Rock. I guess that's what it feels like. They gave The Rock's talking to LA Knight and his character to Joe Hendry. Like, sing along with The Rock. Remember all of that stuff? Like, The Rock's coming out there, got the headset and the guitar, and he's singing. Joe Hendry's doing the same thing. It's The Rock.
So the same thing that you complained about Ethan Page for not having, Joe Hendry has as far as entertainment. He's entertaining.
He's very entertaining. And the funny thing is, looking at him, you would never think he had that accent.
Yeah.
But no, he's extremely entertaining. Extremely. I say I like the entrance, I like the music, I like his wrestling style. I hate the gear.
So the gear takes you completely out.
All the way out.
That's crazy.
Put some effort in your gear, man. Put some effort in your gear. Like, come on. I just don't like it when it's like you went to the store and just
gear
grabbed.
What would you like him to wear?
I don't know. Something. Like, put some logos on it. Do it's just so boring, just blue.
I mean, like, he just got called up, so like maybe the bread ain't there yet to where
he was wearing that in AEW.
Maybe the bread wasn't there yet. Maybe he wasn't getting
not
paid.
AEW, TNA. My bad.
Well, the bread show ain't
sure
there
wasn't
TNA.
there in TNA. Okay, you
so
right.
So maybe like his levels, he gotta, like once he gets his bread up, then he'll be able to.
But Joe, love your character though. If it felt like I know I'd be coming off so mean.
Yeah, you do.
I do. But I like the guy. I do. I just don't. I don't like the gear.
But see, you kind of backpedaling because you're not standing on business.
I'm standing on it. I hate the gear.
Nah. You say nah. You just say
at first.
like
I generalized and I was wrong.
Okay.
I can take accountability. I shouldn't have generalized the whole character based on that trash gear that he wears.
Okay.
So I like his character. I like the entrance. I like the matches. I hate the gear. And I hate the wannabe rock sing-along stuff, even though the songs be catchy. Because the Fire Logan Paul, my son was running through the house singing that, even had me humming it. So
why does it got to be like a wannabe rock, though?
Because who does that? Who else do you know does acoustic sets in the middle of the ring?
That's cool, but it's different ways to skin a cow or to skin a cat or whatever the saying is.
No.
Why does it gotta be just?
That's The Rock.
Why does it gotta go to The Rock?
Everybody want to be The Rock. No, that's
like
The Rock.
He's a talented dude too.
He is. He can sing. He was playing. He ain't The Rock.
He ain't trying to be The Rock though.
Yes, he is.
Come on.
That's The Rock's thing. I'm sorry. That's The Rock's. Clowning people on the microphone while you singing a cappella. Like, no. That's The Rock. That's Dwayne Johnson.
And it's Joe Hendry.
False. But if you bring back Fire Logan Paul, because we'll be there in a week. So I will definitely sing Fire Logan Paul. I'm down for that. Okay. Yeah. So hey, if anybody's listening in that coming to SmackDown when they're in Oklahoma City, if you see your boys, holla at your boys, man. We're gonna be out there. We sitting a little close, thank God, because who them seats last time?
Man, we was about to.
Man, I felt like we was getting shunned on the last event. So this is gonna be great. But the next match was it wasn't a match. It was a backstage segment. Raquel Rodriguez essentially saying, I want a women's Intercontinental Championship shot. And you got Adam like, hey, what about Maxine? She's an Intercontinental Champion. And she's like, well, I don't care. The whole time they're talking, I'm like, now, Adam, do you really think Maxine's beating Raquel Rodriguez? Like, really? Mm-hmm. Like, just because she won that title before? There's no way. But whatever. He makes the match. And from there, you get Liv Morgan strolling up, and she's talking about, let's go handle some things. I need you guys' help. Let's go take care of EO. And then they're all like, cool, we're down, whatever. Getting to the next match. L.A. Knight, versus Jimmy Uso.
With Jay on commentary.
Terrible commentary job.
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeet. Like it's the yeeting for me. Like when he put the headphones on, he was like, "What up, Michael? Yeet. What's up, Corey? Yeet." Like, bro, you don't have to yeet. Like nobody. We're not yeeting at home. Like you don't have to do that. But that's fine. His commentary was whatever. Match was good. Does it? And just riddle me this. Does it feel like Jimmy just don't seem to care anymore in the ring? like he just seemed like he phoning it in. Like, let's just get this over with. Like, now, and for the record, love Jimmy Uso. Everybody, I've said that many times. I love Jimmy Uso. It just tonight felt like let's just hurry up.
Maybe so. I mean, well, I mean, it was a very basic match. I mean, it wasn't too much to. I think they were just trying to get to the end. I feel like that's where the story kind of happened with Solo. With Solo's interference. So I feel like it was just a means to an end. So it was like
rushing a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
because the match was irrelevant, but it was still. I mean, it was a good match. LA Knight took his eyes off the ball and lost the match. Jimmy gets the W. Thank God. I always love it when Jimmy gets a dub. But that was irrelevant. Nobody cared. It was what happened after. So LA Knight. Do you want to say a heel turn? Because he jumped Jimmy after the match.
Heel turn.
But that's okay. So a heelish action.
I can't even say that because it was because LA Knight. Okay, if you want to define heel and face, LA Knight, he gives me more anti-hero vibes. The more than he's not your white clean baby face like Cody.
So he's The Rock. You see the theme.
Maybe so, because he's not out here now. He kind of starting to be more interactive with the fans as far as shaking hands, like because he was one of the wrestlers that was over, but he never see him shaking hands with the fans, like hardly. But I have noticed him. He'll dap people up more coming down the ring.
And he's Stone Cold, because Stone Cold used to do the stuff, and now he is Stone Cold and The Rock put together.
Okay, yeah.
And now he's even doing the anti-hero that both of them did. Stone Cold was anti-hero. The Rock, anti-hero. They weren't heel orbit. Even Roman, you get to a point where you go beyond babyface heel.
Right.
And you could just do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say he's at that level. So I wouldn't say it was with him, I wouldn't say it was a heel move because I feel like that's in his nature. Okay. I feel like, and then given the circumstances of the storyline, yeah, even though I guess it would, but I mean, I could see why someone might think it's heel because him and Jimmy are more cool than him and JR. So you would think he wouldn't attack Jimmy from the back like that.
But he didn't go all out either.
Yeah,
it was he punched him, but then he was hesitant on kicking him. Like, that's still my guy. But then Jay just went off. I mean, he crashed out.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you get Solo popping up in the same. I hope he dry cleaning that thing. Pops up in that red suit, spike to the neck. Jay sees it, and it's just like, here's another gripe. I'll be griping a lot tonight. Why do wrestlers, when you roll out of the ring, y'all both start yapping at each other? Get out of the ring. It's like they stuck. They get on the top rope and they pointing at you and they yelling and you down there on the ground like, what's up? What we doing? And y'all don't do nothing. Get out of the ring and go beat up your little brother.
Yeah.
Like, why are you acting like that? That's a barrier between you. You can't cross it.
I hate that. And also with run-ins. When people run to the ring and other person leave the ring and then they just go and then they get on top of the ropes and they just start talking trash to them. Everybody does. It's that's been going on for 50 years. Like why not hop out the ring
and fight?
And go fight them.
So you ran out there to go stand on top rope.
Yeah, just to run. Yeah, and then got the ring. Yeah, that I hate that.
It's a waste.
That part I hate.
But I get what they're doing. They're still pushing the narrative about Solo, which JR. So after the match, this to me, this is the best part of the whole thing. They go to the backstage area. They come back. Jacob's standing there looking at them, and they like, "Hey, what happened to you?" And he says what he says every week. I only I work for the tribal chief. I answer to him, not you, Jimmy. Definitely not you, Jay. Yeah. But the way he say it every week, I want that on a t-shirt because I'm buying that. And every time Jay said something, Jimmy was back there going yeet, and that had me. I was dying in my head because Jay was like, "Well, I'm going with you too, yeet," and I need a ride or something like that had me dying. But of course, Jacob's going to take care of all the problems on Friday.
What do you think? Or so, do you think they're returning Solo face, or is he gonna be, or is this
Solo's feelings are hurt, I think.
okay?
I think if Roman really just sat down and talked to him, Solo will come home. I think his feelings. He's like a little kid whose feelings are hurt. Like my big brothers are with you, and then I bring in our cousin, and then he left me too, and he with you. Then I bring in some people who are related to us but distantly, and then they leave me too. Like I'm all by myself. Like, and then you want me back, but you won't come say it yourself. You send somebody to do it. His feelings are hurt. I just think his feelings are hurt. I think all Roman got to do is talk to him. Solo come right back.
You think it's gonna be that easy?
Yeah, I just think the man's feelings are hurt.
So you don't see this as a long-term deal to where you're gonna be separated?
I think Roman's finally going to understand. I just need to sit down with this man and have a conversation after Jacob beats the heck out of him first, because he's doing a little too much, and sometimes you got to get your butt beat.
And see, that's gonna be a hard. See, that's why I didn't understand. I guess I get it, but in hindsight, now because because when Jacob first joined, he was under Solo.
Mm-hmm.
So now they booking it to where now so he gonna go over there and beat up Solo, just as he wasn't his subordinate for all that time.
That's why I think having him be the one to apologize for Roman was wrong. How you gonna have somebody under me come apologize for you who's over me? It should have been you.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's just out of order, and his feelings are hurt. But Jacob could still. I mean, he literally whooped the whole bloodline by himself a couple weeks ago, so Solo ain't gonna be no issue. So it's. Just because you're over him doesn't mean he's not more violent than you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different level of it. But I just think in giving him respect as a bloodline member and as a man, like as a tribal chief, go talk to him. Me personally.
Well, like that's gonna be a while because he dealing with Seth now, so he sure ain't gonna talk to him no time soon.
We'll get into that foolishness when we get to the end of the show. Next we have Maxine Dupree and Raquel Rodriguez. Obviously, you already know who won. It's Raquel. So she's the number one contender for the women's championship. The match was a match. I really wanted to skip it, but I didn't, and didn't matter if I did or if I didn't. Maxine is not a bad wrestler. She's just not a great one. And Raquel, love her work. Lately, ever since her and Kevin Nash had a little thing, I guess she started working with him or something.
Yeah.
Like strap a rocket to her back. She's been doing her thing, wrestling a lot bigger. I'm very impressed. Great job, Raquel. Yeah.
Considering where Maxine started, I'm impressed by her in-ring work. It's just, I feel like WWE took the ball, or they took the light off of her a bit and kind of put her back to backstage segments and stuff and then just little interviews and stuff behind the scenes. But back when they was kind of pushing her a bit and putting her in the ring, she was improving every week. Like when she was doing the stuff with Natalia, and then she had the feud with Becky.
That's her trainer. You're obviously gonna have a good match with the person training you.
But then when she had the stuff with Becky, that was good. She was improving. But then they just kind of, reeled it back on her again, like they do everybody. Like
they test you, and if you don't get over in the way they think you should,
she was getting over that.
And I think maybe they didn't want that. Like
either
get over how I want you, but not too far, or I don't want you to get over
toxic,
and you
man.
do. Yeah, that's the business.
That's a toxic place to work. I couldn't work in a place like that.
They say it all the time.
You can't win. Like, how am I supposed to be successful? Like, so you mean tell me I can't get over my own? So then, if I get over organically, then that's a problem.
In some cases, yeah.
But then if you try to get me over yourself and it doesn't work, then that's a problem too.
Yeah, it is.
And I get blamed for that.
Yep.
So I can't win regardless. That's a toxic situation.
That's why you a private contractor. It doesn't have to make sense to them. They the ones with the money. I agree with you, but that's just how it works. So next we had Danhausen. Danhausen saw what happened, and he's like, "What happened in my place?" And Liv showed up, and she's like, "Where's $100,000?" And he's just like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And she's like, "I only lost because you cursed me." You know, it was yeah. It was a lot of stuff, and it's going on a little too long. Next, we had the Queen of the Ring celebration. IYO SKY comes out, thanks everybody, tells everybody arigato, which, thank you in Japanese, and she's doing her thing, and Then Liv comes out there talking blah 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 blah. You know, you only beat me because of the curse, and you know I'm not worried about SummerSlam, such a, and you need to be worried about right now. And then of course, Judgment Day jumps her, but they lose. And then Io and Liv go at it back and forth, back and forth. Io goes for the over the moonsault, which didn't make sense to me because you're in a brawl. So trying to do a backflip off the top rope might have been just a little too much, which turned out bad for her. They started destroying her knee. I love the screaming she was doing. That really intensified, you know, because we all know they're not really trying to hurt her, but you can suspend my disbelief when she's hollering and screaming like that. So I did enjoy that. Yeah. And then, you know, and that's just setting the tone for their match at SummerSlam, because right when Liv was walking off, they superimposed the SummerSlam match to let you know what's coming.
Yeah. What do you think happens at SummerSlam between those two?
Io's gonna win.
You think she's going to take it off of?
Io's gonna win. Liv has done nothing. She hasn't even had a title defense since she won the thing.
So maybe they're trying to do something now, and then they're gonna drag it out.
Liv's losing.
Maybe they put her with Io to kind of build to.
If Rhea can't beat Io, but Liv can, what does that say about Rhea?
Maybe that's the point. Maybe they're trying to make Liv a big thing.
No, that's their Cody Rhodes in female form. They're not gonna make Rhea look like trash. Look, she's hurt. Ain't nobody going after her championship.
With that logic, you really can't use that logic because look what happened with Oba and Jay. Jay, you can say, so is Jay better than Brock because he lasted longer?
I mean, that's an argument too. Like, why did it take you so long to defeat Jay, but you blew through Brock like that? I got questions there too. But you make Rhea look really bad because all I'm saying is Rhea's hurt. They ain't taking no title off her. They're not even acting like they want to. Yeah. Anybody else will probably be gone already. Yeah. That's their Cody Rhodes in female form. So there's no way they're gonna make her look bad when it comes to the women's matches. So no, I don't see Liv beating Io. I just don't. And Io's like the best women's wrestler in the world right now. Like, there's no reason it would be unbelievable to think she would win.
But if you're trying to build if you're trying to build up your current champion, then then Liv has to win.
Build your show around Io. Io is a far better wrestler than Liv, and Liv is a great wrestler.
Yeah.
And I get it. She's home, so let her stand tall because they're back in Jersey. That's where she's from. But Io's miles ahead.
But since Io's already established, they need to continue to build Liv.
So is Liv.
Yeah, she is established. But to really establish her as a champion, and she has the Judgment Day with her.
Nah. She's losing. Man, I want to go to SummerSlam. I'm going to have to look into that because she's losing. SummerSlam I'm not that excited about, but there are certain matches I'm interested in. Yeah. If that makes sense. Next match was Chad Gable versus JD McDonough. This is what I want to say about Chad. Of course, Chad Gable won. That's cool, doing all the Kurt Angle stuff. He has all of Kurt Angle's moves, none of Kurt Angle's aura. This whole 1980s Lex Luger, I'm an American, sing my theme song with me and clap your hands type thing played out. He should have came in there, perk Angle, killing everybody, suplexing everybody, their mama, their kids, everybody, just psychotic. This whole I love everybody and let's just clap and make even Maxine's tired of this dude. Which before that match, you had Maxine coming down the hallway and telling Chad, I meant everything I said, but I could have been a little nicer. And then you have her boyfriend, even though we all know she's married, her boyfriend Austin Theory is like, essentially, if you're going to be cool with him, then we can't be together, which makes absolutely no sense in the boyfriend-girlfriend world. So you're saying this guy that she never dated, never messed with, but helped her get into the business, her and him were friends, friendship broke up because he was rude and disrespectful. He apologizes, and you tell her, if you accept it and y'all are friends again, we're done.
Well, see, based off that logic, but you just said, okay, it's like so that was a loaded rant. But let me break it down. with the Gable deal, that's 100% like WWE's fault. I'll give
they're wasting
Gable no blame on that. That's
AI music.
Like I said, he's just doing what he's told to do. That's completely the writers, producers, whoever is over that whole
keep on trucking, guys.
That's WWE's fault.
That's terrible.
Now with the relationship with the boyfriend stuff, okay. you say that, but then for weeks you've been saying that you want Rhea and Dom to get back together.
Oh yeah,
but Dom is married in real life. So how does that even work?
I don't care about that. See,
That's a contradiction.
It's not a contradiction because look. His wife already said she don't care. Just keep bringing the checks home. And we know Dom been knocking them back since he got there. That dude's, I don't know what it is about him, but he got swag, and I love it. He can rizz them all up. But my thing with Dom's marriage wasn't something that the WWE blew up and put in my face.
All right.
Maxine's marriage, they blew it up. They put it in my face. The guy she was marrying was on LFG. All they talked about was his fiance is Maxine. Then when he had a match, she was there, and they was hugging and kissing while he was coming out. So it's like, you have been throwing her man in my face, but now she got a new dude, but I know she's still married because she still wears her ring. So it's like, come on, y'all. That's when you're insulting me.
Okay.
With Dom, it's not insulting because it wasn't a big thing, and then his wife came out and was like, he can do whatever he wants. Like, so I don't care. Same thing with Rhea. I know she's married, but her husband's on a different show, and we all know in WWE, if you're not on WWE, you don't exist. It's like you just been floating on, and you ain't in the universe, so you don't matter. So I can even suspend my disbelief there. But Maxine's man is in WWE. You talk about him all the time. Their wedding was like a big deal. Then all the wrestlers were posting it all over the socials when they got married. So no, I don't. This is stupid.
Okay.
And then to tell her you don't want to be with her because she's friends with somebody is crazy. And maybe you should get away from that toxic relationship.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't think we can be together if you're going to be friends with that guy that helped you get the job that you got now, but you never slept with and never did nothing nasty with. But he was rude and disrespectful. But now he's sorry. How dare you forgive someone like that? Bro, don't. So stupid. Then the Chad Gable thing. Either make him Kurt or don't. Because this back and forth Kurt Angle stuff, he's an Olympic bronze medalist. He should be destroying people, not having throwaway matches with JD McDonough. Even though that match was really good, though. Yeah. But he's doing all of Kurt's moves, except the Olympic slam. So if we're going to make him Kurt-esque, make him Kurt-esque. Yeah. Not clap your hands, guys.
Well, I guess this is part of Kurt-esque because, I mean, Kurt Angle was a broad. He's one of the greatest characters. He can be comedic. He can be serious. So maybe this is the light
Chad
version.
Is boring. He's so boring right now. He's so boring. He's either working out, apologizing, or saying like, "Keep on trucking, guys," or whatever his song says. He comes out there telling everybody, "Just keep on stroking," or whatever the heck he be saying. Like I don't know what he says, but he's singing that AI song to death, and it's like, man, I had such high hopes for this guy, and he is burning down in my face like immediately. I'm still holding out hope though. Like something.
WWE's fault. I mean, like. We kind of called it, so
they wasting him, and that's not. So it's no knock on Chad. He was Lil G. He was on like they've been ruining this man since he got there. So at least they're consistent. Yeah. So the last thing of the night was Roman Reigns coming with Jacob, who stood there like a statue, and was really no purpose for him to be out there. Yeah, I'm on one tonight. And then, but one thing I will say, when Roman was holding the belt up for the pyro, Jacob was eyeing him a little bit though.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, okay. he was cutting his eyes at him, so I liked it. Just little subtleties. Like, I'm here, but I don't want to be. Okay. Then we come out there, acknowledge me, Atlantic City. I'm the greatest of all time. And then, of course, Seth Rollins comes out, which I called it. I knew Seth was coming. And Seth proceeds, this goes back to what I was saying earlier, to run down the fact that Roman's never beat him. So it's like, why do I want to watch your match then?
But I mean, he has to establish the story. He has to establish the purpose of why he should have a title shot. Why he should be able to skip the line in front of everybody. So he had to give the reason behind that. So he had to list like, hey, you ain't never beat me. You ain't never done this. This is why I should have this title shot.
I think he would have just gave it to him.
Nah,
this whole
because Roman said, like pretty much one of the first things he said was, "Nah, like you in the back of the line." That's exactly what he said. So then Seth had to come out, and then give a rundown of the whole history. So like it made sense as to why he did it.
He didn't have. He could have left out the "you never beat me" part. He could have just been saying, "Ever since I put that chair in your back 14 years ago," something like that. That'd have made sense. But it's like, I beat you here, I beat you there, I beat you here, I beat you there, I beat you everywhere. Now let's have another match.
Yes, because pretty much like you have the title that I didn't lose.
No, he's very valid in why he wants the match. I'm not denying that. I'm not even saying Seth doesn't deserve it. I don't like the words he used. I beat you. I beat you. I beat you. I beat you. I beat you.
How else was he supposed to say it then?
I never lost that title, and you're wearing my championship.
But you got to make it personal. Listen, you've never beaten me.
Every time he sees Seth, it's personal because of what happened. He says that all like Seth broke that man's heart.
But I gotta double down to make sure that you understand.
I was waiting for him to be like, Jacob, kill this guy.
I thought he was too. Like Jacob, yeah. That's the reason I thought Jacob, was even out there.
Jacob was out there just to be a statue.
Yeah.
But
because I was waiting on him to say Jacob, and then it was gonna be,
It's just I don't like that. But I mean, I'm gonna watch the match. Let's see what happens if Roman loses for the umpteenth time, or he said I need to win this and show my family and all this.
Like he's definitely not losing.
We'll see. Because if he loses, Jacob's on his head. I already know that, and he could barely beat Jacob. So
he's definitely not losing the match.
That's a dog off the leash if you don't win.
It kind of gives away. And the only thing bad about what Seth said, it was just like with the Brock deal. It kind of gives away the match because the other person's going to win. It's like when they get to run down the facts. Brock's never lost. Well, like he's about to lose now. Oh, like Seth's never lost against Roman. Well, he's about to lose now. So that's the only thing that's the only thing that would take me out of it, or at least as far as just watching it and as far as kayfabe wise, just that would make me think, oh well, the other person's going to win now because you literally saying that they haven't lost in I guess X amount of years or 14. They've never lost a Hell in a Cell match. So yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. But that was Monday Night Raw for June 29th from Atlantic City. I'm going to give the show a 3. And that's being nice.
I'll give it a 3 too.
So it's a 3 show.
Crowd was decent. Crowd was pretty decent.
It was all right. But coming up for the night after, well, it's not a nice night after anymore, but the backlash essentially from a PLE to be this
but
pedestrian.
But then again, the PLE wasn't a big deal anyway.
Either,
so I guess it kind of
the aura's gone, man.
The aura's been gone.
The aura's gone, man. But
the aura's been gone since WrestleMania. Honestly, it's been gone. Honestly, all year. It's been a lackluster year overall.
It has, but. Yeah, but let us know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, we always get more listeners than we get subscribers. Hopefully, we'll start changing. I see we got a new subscriber. Y'all keep subscribing to us, man. It's just gonna get better and better. But before we go, we already got to get to 8301 Court, my favorite segment. So here's the question today, and if you're listening, I want you to ask yourself this too. If you had to build WWE around one superstar for the next 5 years, who would you choose? See
current, or we're talking about all time?
We're talking about currently, right now. Fighting the next 5 years, you're building around this person. Is it Roman, Oba, Cody, Jacob, IYO, Braun? Who is it? Yeah, I got him. I was waiting to ask this one today.
Build around one person.
For the next 5 years.
And we can only pick one, or can it be a couple?
Nope, one. You're building the entire company around, like Austin, the whole company built around him. John Cena, company built around him. Hulk Hogan, company was built around him.
I'm not gonna say the obvious like Cody or Roman because they already passed their, they already faces, current faces. So I'm not gonna say those names.
Okay.
I guess the safest answer would be Oba, but man, it'll probably be Oba. I mean, that's the more logical answer. Because he's the youngest. He's the present and the future, and then the way they built him, he could run stuff for the next 5 years. You know, he could be the main event of WrestleMania for the next few years. But that's a loaded question because it's not just, to me, it's not just one person. Because I could have easily said, if given, even though they, but I mean, I blame WWE, but even though he's kind of lost a little, lost a little bit of heat, I could say Trick. I love Javon.
Javon is my pick.
Because I would say Javon, but the way that Triple H referred to him as a young Jeff Hardy, which is a great compliment, but he didn't really like Jeff Hardy back in the day. Or he really didn't.
Jeff was WWE champion multiple times.
He was only one time WWE champ.
His whole career, multiple times. He's had
WWE champ, like the world title?
He's had it like 2 times, I believe.
He won, so he won it against Triple H and Edge. That was that one time. And then what was the other time he won it?
He drank himself out of that title reign.
Right. When did he win it again?
He had another one. It was a little bit after him and Undertaker had like their battle. Undertaker gave him a bunch of respect. It was a little bit after that. He won it one more time. That's when he had the longer reign.
Okay.
So he had it twice.
Okay, cool. So,
but he screwed it up both times. So Javon would be the sober Jeff Hardy. And that's not a knock on Jeff Hardy. Love Jeff Hardy.
And he's still, Jeff Hardy's still going. You see that?
You still jumping off of everything. He's crazy.
That's crazy.
That dude crazy. But nothing but love.
I could say, it's hard for me to say a face because then the way WWE books or the way they be building talent, the way they build superstars sucks to me.
Right, but we're not worried about that right now.
We're not worried about. Okay.
This
let me take my frustrations out with WWE out. Okay, if that was the case, then I would say Javon. I feel like he has the more upside because I feel like Oba, he's already kind of. I feel like I'm not gonna say he's plateaued, but I feel like Javon has a higher ceiling to go.
He's more entertaining.
Okay.
Match wise.
Okay.
They're talking. Javon's he's too 2026 for me. I don't keep up with it. I'm old.
He's and which is why I like Javon because I feel like he's more in tune with the kids, like with the generational, with the with the youth. So and then of course you need youth to drive money because that's who's coming to the shows. You get your parents and stuff and the kids. That's what drives sales. So I feel like that's why I said I would
So we're
scratch
agreed.
Oba. I would say Javon.
Okay, so we're agreed because Javon's my pick. I think Javon would be excellent to build the company around for the next 5 years. Female wise, of course, IYO. But
even current, I mean, for the next 5 years,
IYO.
Okay.
IYO SKY. There's no other female I'm on. If Stephanie was there, I'd say her, but she ain't there. So,
but she's still a current wrestler.
I don't know who's younger either. But I prefer.
So you built the company around even with. Well, she's gotten better at her English, but even with the English bird,
they're both terrible at English, so it really don't matter. Okay. But I prefer IYO, but I like Stephanie too. But I prefer.
But I mean, even with IYO, period. I'm talking about even with the English. Okay.
Yeah, because if I said Stephanie's trash,
no,
English,
but I'm saying, like besides those two, I'm talking about even with the American.
Yeah,
wrestlers,
no, I don't.
It's
it's IYO all day long. IYO is an amazing talent. Amazing talent. And even though you can barely understand what she's saying, she's a great promo too. Because I'm sure,
great.
And then she's going to bridge a gap for me too.
Okay.
She's going to bring in that Japanese audience, and she's going. So it just she's the right play. Same thing with Stephanie. She's going to bring you that Chilean crowd.
I'm surprised you didn't say Jade.
Nah, I ain't building around Jade. Nah.
Okay.
Absolutely not. You can't build a company around Jade.
How come you can't?
Maybe if she gets a little bit better.
Okay.
But she can talk, but she gives, this is going to go over bad when I say this. And I can't think of a better way to say it, so I'm going to just take the heat. She gives too much black woman when she talks. She gives that angry black woman that, I mean, as a black man, gets on my daggone nerves half the time. Like, we don't want to hear all that, and neck snapping and yappity yapping. And I don't care about that. Like, that gets on my nerves. But I get it. It's her character. Like Bianca too, with the you don't go here.
Okay, leave.
I can't.
Leave
I don't.
Bianca out of this.
I don't like the hood black woman trope in wrestling. I've heard Bianca talk. That ain't her. Like, she's an intelligent black woman. Why can she not be that on the show? Why does she got to be girl and all that? Like, that's unnecessary. Like, I don't understand. If you're a black man, you got to be a thug. If you're a black woman, you got to be hood. I don't like it. And that's not a knock on them. That's just what they're given. But even Jade, she's just the I'm fine and cocky and I'm better than you black woman, and she gives very modern woman. And I know that's not her personality either because I've seen her talk. So it's like, no. Why does everybody else just get to turn their personality up a lot, but black people, we got to be stereotypical?
I feel like they're kind of getting away from that though. Sure. You don't think so?
No.
Okay. So EO and Javon. Okay. Next 5 years.
I kind of wanted to say Montez, but nah. Not Montez.
What went into your choice? Because what went into my choice with
Jeff Hardy?
I looked at their current state, but then I looked at their age also.
Yeah.
Because as you said 5 years, I'm thinking, okay, well, Javon, he's barely
he's like
22,
23 years,
23.
something like that. But
So
no,
like, he's not even in his prime yet. He's not even.
I was thinking Montez too because he just isn't entertaining and he can talk and he can do all that, but he's not connecting the same way that Javon's he just instantly connected with everybody.
Yeah.
Now his wrestling style, he ain't gonna last that long, but he
might will. I mean, shoot, Jeff Hardy's still going. So
I mean that's true.
So
but
knows,
I don't know. But
he might be able to.
I know I look forward to seeing Javon far more than I've ever looked forward to for Montez. So I would build around the person that I know gets me like, oh, I got to see this match. Even though Montez is amazing. So yeah, that's just where I'm at. Montez and EO.
Okay.
Not Montez. My bad. Javon and EO. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
that's a good question.
We're decided. All right, y'all. So that's 8301 Court. Let us know who you think you would build the company around for the next 5 years in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, if you're ever wondering anything, if you want to know what's going on in WWE, there's only one address to go to for all of your news and WWE reviews, and that's 8301. I'm your host, as always, Marcus Brown.
And it's your boy, Chris Long.
We're going to see y'all on Friday.
Yes,
Peace.
Sir.